Sorry, SNA fans, about the delay. Yeah, some internet connecting difficulties, but I'm back here with a second clip of the wrestling news video on March 2nd, 2024. But we're gonna continue talking about the news between the hype up with Fallon Henley and Blair Davenport from this past Tuesday was scrapped, which I kind of figured that NXT was had less segments than as it should be, just like Friday Night SmackDown. But yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna talk about right here, saying it's possible, even likely, that WWE will still book Henley versus Davenport for a roadblock. That's what was originally planned, but nothing has been done as a yet to lead up to it. And do you think that they will have this match have and do you think that they will have this match or will be booked on this coming Tuesday's roadblock edition of NXT? Let me know in the comments down below. But I think they still will, even though it had lack of buildup. Let's hope that this feud will possibly continue, so we can have a proper buildup to a like a big potential match, like being in an NXT Stand and Deliver, because we still got like less than 5 weeks away for NXT Stand and Deliver. Well, it's exactly 5 weeks from now, because it will be in the afternoon of it'll be on the afternoon of the it'll be on the afternoon before WrestleMania Night 1. Make sure you guys check it out, whoever's interested of NXT. But let's continue. Even though I should have ended this video with this news, but since it interfered, since the internet connection interfered with the wrestling news, I'm gonna try to do one more review on or not review report on. I'm gonna do one more wrestling news report, and then I'm gonna call it quits. With because that report was very short, a little, but we're gonna talk about some Darby Allin news when him discusses Sting's vision for AEW retirement match. Darby Allin has revealed how much creative control Sting has for his retirement match set to take place at AEW Revolution. Sting wrestled for the final time at this weekend. He's going to wrestle in his final match this weekend. A pay-per-view where he's scheduled to team up with Darby Allin to face the Matthew and Nicholas Jackson of the Young Bucks. With it previously reported that Sting and Darby Allin chose the Young Bucks for his last match, it became clear that he had a lot of say about at Revolution. Speaking with Shaq Wrestling, Darby Allin noted that the entire match will be Sting's vision, praising AEW for allowing Sting to have so much of a say. He said, "Everything with the Bucks, everything, it's really awesome. If you really think about it, that the fact that this company is letting this man go out on his own terms, in his way, with his vision, because there's a lot of places that will straight up be like, all right, you're retiring, but we're gonna make sure that you wrestle this guy, and it could be a guy you have no interest in wrestling, in and the fact wrestling in the fact that you have to have to be tuck your tail between your legs, and be a nice little good boy and get a paycheck, and wrestle somebody that you have no desire to wrestle. You're taking about your career. You are talking. You're not taking. You're talking about your career, your life's work. It's baffling. Like it's baffling to me that people are such little bitchs while laughing. Darby added, but yeah. Anyways, Sting, he's doing it his way. He's doing it his way, and it's amazing and it's awesome that AEW's giving him that. A wrestling legend has confirmed that he'll be at AEW Revolution for Sting's last match, which you can check out right here on this wrestling news. But what are your thoughts on Darby Allin's comment on his high praise for AEW for Sting to book his own? Well, I mean, to be the one booking his final match at tomorrow's AEW Revolution. Let me know in the comments down below. And we got some more news. And I know I said that that'll be the final news of today's wrestling news, but I thought I might add a little bonus here, which it'll be an AEW star files a trademark on neither. But anyways, yeah, it says like a current AEW star files the trademark for new. I mean, files for new trademark. Let me rephrase that. An AEW star has filed to trademark their nickname with the superstars like patent and trademark officials of USPTO. Per the USPTO, Deonna Purrazzo filed an application on Friday, March 1st, to trademark the term the virtuosa, that which is her nickname, of course, the virtuosa. Purrazzo notably uses the virtuosa as her nickname. According to the filings, Purrazzo intends for the new trademark to cover use in categories of entertainment in the nature of wrestling contests. The following description accompanied the filing, mark for the virtuosa. Trademark registration is indeed intended to cover the categories of entertainment of the nature of wrestling contests, in entertainment services, namely wrestling exhibits, and performances by a professional wrestler and entertainment services, namely live appearances by a professional wrestler and sports entertainer. Entertainment services, namely personal appearances by a professional wrestler and sports entertainer. Entertainment services, namely televised appearances by a professional wrestler and sports entertainer, providing wrestling news and information via a global computer network, providing online interviews featuring a personal wrestling. Professional wrestling and sports entertainment personality in the field of professional wrestling and sports entertainment for entertainment purposes. Purrazzo officially signed with AEW in January. She previously wrestled for the company in May of 2022, losing a Ring of Honor Women's Championship unification match against Mercedes Martinez. Deonna Purrazzo set to challenge Timeless Tony Storm for her AEW Women's Championship at this weekend's Revolution pay-per-view. Who thinks she's and what are your thoughts on to her full having her official trademark her nickname so she could use the nickname anywhere around the world in professional wrestling? Let me know in the comments down below about that. And who you think is going to walk out as AEW Women's World Champion? I don't think they're going to have Tony Storm to drop the title, even though Deonna Purrazzo is very legit. And she won women's championships before, like namely in Ring of Honor and even TNA at the time, before she even signed with AEW. And I wouldn't doubt that she will ever be AEW Women's Champion. It's just that it won't be at this time. I think they're trying to keep this title on her. Like, she's too popular to lose it anytime soon. Unless she loses to a wrestler that was at the Crunchyroll Anime Award that's known as CEO, that possibly could make her big business debut and challenge her for that title at AEW All In this August. That's only my prediction about the matter. So, yeah, just stay tuned and keep your fingers crossed if that'll happen if she's all elite. But let me know in the comments below who's going to come out as the victor on tomorrow's AEW Revolution. But let's move on and talk about the final news, like the second bonus news report, since the first video went off a bit too early than expected. And it's about a WWE legend that's going to be attending Sting's retirement match on AEW Revolution, of course. And it says right onto this report, a wrestling veteran has confirmed that he will be at the AEW Revolution pay-per-view for Sting's retirement match. Sting will wrestle his final match at the March 3rd show, teaming with Darby Allin to defend the AEW World Tag Team Championship against Nicholas and Matthew Jackson of the Young Bucks. Magnum TA, like best known for his stint with the NWA, Jim Crockett's promotion, like has now confirmed that he will be there for Sting's retirement match. He confirmed this in a preview of an upcoming episode of the Straight Talk with the Boss podcast, which you can watch below. But Magnum TA, like real name Terry Allen, which I believe that's what TA stands for, noted that Tony Schiavone has contacted him about attending the show. And he said, well, I'm not sure if it shows what he said, but he responded by saying a very confirming yes. And another star who was invited to Sting's retirement match was none other than Kevin Nash, who previously confirmed that he declined the invitation because he feel loyal to WWE to attend, but he will be watching on the pay-per-view on his television screen. And you can check it out on the other article where, like on the other article on here on Wrestle Talk. But Sting made what? Excuse me. But anyways, Sting made what was billed as his final AEW Dynamite appearance on the February 28th show, confronting the Young Bucks ahead of his final match, which that was on AEW Dynamite, and I made a review on it. Make sure to check it out. Even though it's kind of scrambly when I explain what happened, because I totally forgot about Ric Flair was there trying to save Darby Allin, but it was kind of forgettable at the time. But I managed to remake the mistake and told him that he went out there, looked like he was about to help the Young Bucks. Because they had a little meeting earlier in the night. But Ric Flair instantly tricked him, poked him in the eyes, did a low blow, but he eventually got outnumbered when he took him on 2-on-1. And they brought him down to the ground along with Darby Allin. This is where Sting came out, but he didn't came out in the main entrance. He came out from the Raptors in that harness, which I heard on somebody's wrestling news video on YouTube that he asked for permission to Owen Hart's widow, Martha Hart, which she gave him and AEW the blessing to do this spot, being on this harness and sliding down from the Raptors like he'd been doing for the past 30 years. But it was something special for his retirement tour for on the road to AEW Revolution, which will be his final match, which was his debut match 3 years ago, and it'll be his retirement match in present day. Who do you think is going to win this match? Do you think it's going to be the Young Bucks, or do you think it's going to be Sting? And what about the other matches? Who's going to be your predictions in your bingo card of AEW Dynamite? AEW Revolution, I would say Daniel Garcia, Orange Cassidy. Maybe I'm being asking too much here, for saying Orange Cassidy, and I could say maybe Roderick Strong could win the International Championship. Daniel Garcia the TNT Championship. Swerve Strickland should get the AEW World Championship, even though Samoa Joe just was held in the championship for the past 3 months. But I thought there might be time to get him while he's red hot right now. Swerve Strickland slaying the Samoan submission machine and the king of the submissions and the king of the pro wrestling, or the king of the AEW Championship, and Hangman to become the championship, and even the first ever African American world champion in All Elite Wrestling. And also, I'll say Timeless Toni Storm, like I said before, and I'll say it again, retained until a certain COO show up in the company, challenging her for that championship. And then and I would say at AEW, and I'll say the main event, the Young Bucks. One, because Sting's retiring, and two, even if there wasn't for the tag team champions on the line, they're going to be possibly going to be booked to be the ones that be the first and the final opponents, the first ever guys that defeated Sting, and they'll be Sting's final opponent at AEW, of course. And also, I have some in my good news about AEW Revolution. I'm going to say it right here. I will be indeed making a review video for it. It'll be right after AEW Revolution goes off tomorrow night. And I will be watching it, and I'll be seeing it for myself, and I'll be recapping what exactly happened and who exactly won and who exactly lost. So make sure to stay tuned until then. And this is some great news. Please give me some huge big thumbs up in the comments below with y'all's emojis. And also push the big thumbs up button to celebrate me and be able to get some access to AEW Revolution. And I will be indeed making a review of it. But yeah. But hopefully you like this wrestling news video. I've been your host, Super Ninja Austin, on this latest wrestling news video on March 2nd, 2024, where I talked about the wildest wrestling news stories and rumors that you SNA fans need to know from the Wrestle Talk article. And which one was your favorite out of this list? I would say the not Ty Dillinger, Sean Spears now, former Ty Dillinger, reacting to The Rock's post about The Rock's post of him getting a shout out to Ty Dillinger of making professional wrestling great and cool again, and paying attention not only to the main roster side of WWE, but also their developmental territory and the wrestlers that wrestle outside of WWE. To name a few, whether if they're currently whether they're AEW originals or some other original wrestlers from other companies that's besides WWE, or if they're formerly known as WWE wrestlers that went to that specific company, and he describe it as wrestling is awesome and great and all that cool names that you can relate to the People's Champ, like for those wrestling journalists and fans and wrestlers alike in the IWC, and hopefully continues to rise like into society these days, and hopefully it will be more of a lifetime this time that wrestling got its prestige and popularity back. But yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see when that will happen. But yeah, again, and yeah, make sure to subscribe and click the bell notification icon. You can be notified when I upload my next video, and make sure to hit the big thumbs up button, and also make sure to watch AEW Rampage, like for those who are watching, and make sure to check out my AEW Rampage review where I'm going to talk about what went down. Like, because we're going to hear from Chris Jericho and Wardlow on what they have to say, most likely about their chances of winning the AEW Championship at the Scramble match, along with Powerhouse Hobbs, Brian Cage, Hook, and even Magnus, and whoever's going to win, and Lance Archer too, and whoever's going to win this triple threat match tonight, whether it's on the opener or main event, which is going to be featuring Dante Martin, Brian Keith, and Penta El Ziedo Miedo. Like, and who's going to be determined to be the final participant in this scramble match to see who's going to be the next contender for the AEW World Championship. Let me know all about that in the comments down below. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day and have a good Saturday. And I'll see you all in the next video with some more SNA content. Super Ninja Austin out. Bye-bye, my fans.